So everyone, I just had this thought. Would you forgive me, like vlogging, not vlogging, that's not the right word. Would you forgive me videoing in the car for the foreseeable? Because there's so many things that I want to share with you, and I have so many ideas for this channel and things that I want to get out there and that can help you. But to get time to kind of sit down in the car, in the like setup and do it is really tricky. So what about then, for the next little while, certainly while I'm sort of at uni and working and all the rest of it, we do this in the car instead? Is that okay with you? So, okay, I've just got myself really cross, really charged up. I was just talking to my client about my mum, who's not very well at the moment, and how we took her to the doctors, and the doctors has come up with such a load of bunkum, and it makes me really cross. Why do they not make any sense? Basically, what I'm going to say to you is make sure you keep control of things yourself, because they're just, I'm going to follow up on this again in a minute, but they come out with something that makes no sense. Like, for example, my mum has got incredibly high blood pressure just in this last few days. So along with that, I tested her urine. I did her a blood sugar test, and it was all, blood sugar test was fine, but everything else was not fine. She has blood in her urine, white blood cells, leukocytes in her urine, high blood pressure, swelling in her legs. And do you know what they said? I think you've got a cold. Yes, she does have a cold. She does have a cold. But what is that going to do with all them other things? Just because she's an older lady, it doesn't mean it comes out in different ways. And I get so frustrated. Thankfully for me, I've got medical experts who know a lot more than I do at university, and I went and spoke to them, and I was like, come on, you know, what do you think? And they thought the same as me. We're looking at something to do with the kidneys here, and how far from that is what they're saying. You know, you've got a cold, or you might have a dizzy head because you might have something wrong with your ears, so they look in her ears and then they take a temperature. Like, she hasn't got a temperature, and it really frustrates me. And it's hard for people like me, or homeopaths, or physiotherapists, not physiotherapists, osteopaths I was looking at, chiropractors, because you need doctors to be able to order up blood tests and things, but half the time they're just talking such a load of rubbish, and it makes me really, really cross. So my advice to you is that if there's something wrong that you're not happy about, just keep an eye on it yourself, or try and get some other information. People used to say looking things up on the internet was the worst thing you can do. I disagree. I disagree, because there are legitimate websites out there. Sorry, this guy's actually watering the roof. I don't know what he's doing there. There's legitimate websites out there who will give you concrete information. Now, obviously, if you're going to listen to, I don't know how to put this. If you're going to listen to something that isn't going to be true, yeah, I suppose that could be quite dangerous. But if you're going to look at something, say like with Mum, for example, I wanted to know, I knew her numbers were really bad. I wanted to know how bad. So I looked it up on a website that I know about, and it said that that was a critical emergency. So straight away, 999 dealt with. If the internet hadn't been there, I probably still would have dialed 999, but I wouldn't have known. So just keep an eye on things yourself. You know, I shouldn't say don't trust doctors, and not all doctors are awful, are they? Some of them are great. If you've got a good doctor, then give them a shout out. But a lot of them are completely, what are they doing? What are they learning at university? And I get frustrated because all they want to do is give you tablets. I mean, a client I was just telling about it, she was like, oh, have they put your mum on statins? No, she doesn't have a problem where she needs statins. She doesn't have that. And they tried to give her statins, and when I did my research nutritionally, if you increase your good cholesterol, i.e. your omega-3 foods like your oily fish, you can lower the bad cholesterol. Does the doctor ever tell you that, or does he go, take these statins that do all these other really bad things to you, but they're going to line their pockets? And that's the bit that makes me cross, because I mean, there's no secret about it. The drug companies like throw them parties, take them on holidays, take them out for lunch. You know, why do they do that? Because they want them to prescribe their stuff, and there is a place for it. There is a time in need for that. But do you know, recently the amount of times, because I get problems with my ears, it's an ongoing thing, it's probably never going to go away. The amount of times they want to give me antibiotics, and I say I can't take antibiotics, I have Crohn's. But there will be a time, or there has been previously in the past, a time when I've needed antibiotics. So then, yes, but not just every day, not just for the sake of it. I'm off my soapbox. Look after yourselves and make sure you keep aware of what it is. And if you need anything from me, then just comment below, get in touch, and I'm there. All right, take care of yourselves.